next up is David Hoskin again, our Education, Public Outreach, and our Observing Chair. And as you noted earlier with all the photos that were being taken, I'm hoping that David will be able to give us some good news as to what to look for during the month of March, and hopefully take advantage of it, not only astro imaging, but also those of us like me who are visual observers and use our binoculars and telescopes to actually be out in the cold to observe. So, yep. So David, I'll let you take it away.
All right. Oh. Okay, all right. So what's up in the March sky? Well, the sun's up, and the sun's up for longer than it has been in February. So you'll probably notice it stays light later. Dusk ends just after 7:30, start of the month, and by the end of the month it'll be 9:21. So the day is definitely getting longer. The sunset at the oh. Are we good?
Thank you.
Okay. You didn't miss much. Okay. we just were looking at the sun charts. So basically sunset's getting later, sunrise is also well, make a mistake with that. Oh, maybe not. Oh, of course, daylight saving time. Yeah, that's right. The Bane. In fact, it should be. Oh, matter. I must have disappeared from the PowerPoint because there was a note there about daylight savings time on March 12th. Okay, so that's all you need to know. That's not clicking. Highlight it. Nope. Oh, there's the daylight savings time and equinox, March 20th. So this is what the sun looked like this morning. I downloaded or took this image off spaceweather.com, and you might notice that sunspot 3234 sunspot group is rotating out of view. That is the that was responsible for the Northern Lights displays that we didn't see in Nova Scotia, I don't think. I saw Jeff and Jason were out taking pictures, and Jeff Donaldson got a bit of reddish in the sky. I didn't see anything from Jason yet. But the sun's looking pretty spotty. There's some good sized sunspots rotating into view, and this was AR 3234's way of saying goodbye. That's an X2 class solar flare. So if that had happened, it was pointing at us, we definitely would have seen some northern lights. Maybe lost some starlinks too. Yeah, you can always hope. So the moon this month, full moon was March 7th, maple sugar moon, and moon's near Antares on the 14th. Last quarter is the 15th, and the new moon on the 21st is birds laying eggs moon. Several planets are near the moon towards the end of the month. Jupiter and Uranus on March 22nd and 24th. The moon is near the Pleiades on the 25th, and on the 29th is near Pollux, and the 29th is also the first quarter of the birds laying eggs moon. So a few things to look at or look for. On the 22nd, if the sky's clear, look to the west and you'll see the moon and Jupiter quite close together. Pretty low on the horizon, so you'll need a good horizon. This is a good one. On the 24th, if you have those Celestron 15 by 70 binoculars, it's a good time to see Uranus because it'll be easy to find. It'll be in the same field of view as the thin crescent moon. And a nice wide field photo opportunity on the 25th. Jupiter's sinking. This is just past 8:30. Jupiter's sinking rapidly into the twilight, disappearing below the western horizon. But the Venus, Moon, and Pleiades pretty much in a line. So that should look pretty nice. Best times to look at the moon are around first quarter. So the 28th to the 30th of birds laying eggs moon. If you're an early riser, the last quarter is also a good time, but you need to get up at 4. But anyway, both first and last quarter are good times to pick out the different mare and the craters that you need to identify for explore the universe and also explore programs. The Lunar X, March 29th at 12:59 a.m. So you have to stay late, but you can find the X and the V. The planets, Mercury's coming back. It returns by the end of March to the evening sky. Venus is still prominent in the western evening sky, and it had a very close conjunction with Jupiter on March 1st, and most of us didn't see that. It was clouded out here. I think I saw something from New Brunswick. I think the clouds parted for some folks in New Brunswick, but we didn't see anything. Mars is still pretty bright and high in the sky. It's in the vicinity of the stars of the winter hexagon. Its brightness continues to fade as the month goes by and we get farther and farther from opposition. Jupiter is visible, but it's low in the early evening sky, and by the end of the month, it'll be very difficult to see. I mentioned a close conjunction with Venus on the 1st, which happened, and it's close to the thin crescent moon on the 22nd. Saturn is coming back. By month's end, we'll see it in the morning twilight. And Uranus is still visible in the evening sky, but by the end of the month, it's getting close to the western horizon. And Neptune is too close to the sun to be seen this month. So this is what we missed, the spooky eyes. So the close conjunction of Jupiter and Venus. Really looking forward to that, but wasn't going to happen. So we'll get another shot, and there'll be another conjunction in a year or two. This is a fun one. Bit of a challenge, actually. On the 30th, if you have those 15 by 70 binoculars, Venus and Uranus will be in the same field of view, and of course, Venus is very much brighter than Uranus. So if you're taking pictures of this, that'd be a bit of a challenge. Probably need a couple exposures. Zodiacal light. This is the time to look for zodiacal light. February and March. When there's no moon in the sky, you need a dark observing sight, and you'll see just after sunset a glowing pyramid reaching up along the ecliptic due to the that's concentrated in the plane of the ecliptic, reflecting sunlight from the sun, which is now below the horizon. And I think most recent evidence is that the dust is believed to come from Mars. Not really clear how it got from Martian atmosphere to into the ecliptic of the plane of the solar system, but that's the current theory. Explore the universe spring constellations. So last month we were looking at winter constellations. Now we're looking at the spring constellations around the North Star. So Ursa Minor, Ursa Major, Bootes, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. I just point out that it's galaxy season, so lots of galaxies in Leo and Virgo, just are part of the Messier list if you're working on completing that. Spring stars, Arcturus is the brightest of them, followed by Spica, Regulus, Duvet, and Polaris. Those stars are all found in the spring constellations. And deep sky objects in the Explore the Universe program, Messier 44, Lot 111, and Messier 5. So Messier 44 is your challenge for this month. It's the Beehive cluster. Look halfway between Castor and Pollux and Regulus. And it's a very nice sight in binoculars. And I couldn't figure out for years why it was called the Beehive cluster. I thought it was supposed to look like a swarm of bees, but actually it has the shape of an old-fashioned beehive. I thought it was a swarm of bees at first. I was wrong. Double and multiple stars. This is an easy one. You need to easy one to find at least. You need to stay up fairly late for the head of the dragon to rotating around Polaris. So you need to wait for it to get well above the northeastern horizon. But the circled star in the head of the dragon is Nu Draconis, and it's a double star. Both stars have the equivalent magnitude. I don't think you could split it easily in binoculars, maybe perhaps with binoculars on a tripod, but with a telescope, you could split them, and that's what it should look like. And the other thing that's coming up, not only is it zodiacal light time, but it's also time for the Messier Marathon. So if you don't need sleep, you can, around the 22nd, 23rd of the month, you start off at sunset with Messier 77. No, that's the other way around. You start at sunset with Messier 30. No, I've got the dates mixed up on this for sure. Anyway, yes, you end with 30 and you start with 77. Yeah, not seeing 30. Yeah, well, look how close it is to the horizon. So, I guess if you were on a boat sitting in the Atlantic, it'd be a good time to see it. And all these targets from a dark site, you should be able to see them with binoculars. And that's it for what's up in March. No questions? It's up on the RASC site if you need to have another look.
Questions from the room for David before we go to the Zoom land? Okay, no questions here. And there's, who is it that is asking a question? Is there someone from Zoom land that wants a question? Okay, thanks so much, David.